Hello, welcome back. So, last week, if you watched, you'll know I started putting the base coat on around the house, but I was limited to the evenings because it was so hot during the day, and that slowed it right down. About 2.5 hours before it got dark and getting bitten by mozzies. This week it's been a little bit cooler, so Wednesday today, Monday, Tuesday, I was able to give it 2 top coats all the way around. So I'm taking this in right now for the first time. You saw I went round the door. I've already gone round the window over there, and I'm pretty pleased with that. I want to see what it looks like on the front though, and then we'll do it in stages. I think I can see, there's Ditchy. We're on camera. She's really grown up. Right. Hello. Come on. It's nice to see the difference. I'm going to start with the windows and then the door. Cheers. Yeah, that does actually make quite a difference. I like that. I'm going to do the back patio doors next. people don't like painting, find it laborious. I don't. The nice thing also about doing this is having the boys around, just chilling while I'm doing it. It's very therapeutic, and I guess I enjoy painting. It's definitely making me want to paint something, a painting of some description, not the walls. Yeah, I'm going to wait for the sun to move and then I'll carry on. In fact, we're almost there now. I can carry on with this side, get that done, and then I need to go around this again. I can see a couple of patches. First coat always needs two. What do you reckon, Chris? It's looking good, isn't it? It's our home. Definitely the tip of the iceberg. That's how I see this house and everything since I've been out here. The stuff that requires all the effort is below the water level, and then everything above the tip is all the satisfying stuff. I use tape around here because it's quite tight. Not very good with tape, especially on textured walls. I much prefer to do it freehand. Put a little bit of tidying up. It will look just fine. Note to self, hurry up and get another ladder. The ground is so uneven. Dig 'em in. Come to join me in the shower. Do you remember when I put that in? And it was well above that. I'm stopping with the painting because the temperature's started to go up. I've been so lucky during the course of this week that it went down just enough to make it possible to get those top coats on. And just doing the little bits around the windows, patio doors and so on brings it all together. I've deliberately kept it nice and simple. And further down the line, when it cools down and the house is more developed, then I can perhaps be a bit more adventurous and bold with the colours. Or I may still like it is now. We'll see. I want to turn my attention to the bathroom, kitchen and the bedroom now. That's a massive priority to get on in there, but it's so nice to get this out of the way, especially with the temperatures changing again. Tomorrow's going to be 38, and of course we are in the summer and it's going to stay pretty constant throughout that time. I'm going to clean up around the house on the outside, just tidy it up a little bit, make it feel a little bit more homey, and then I'm going to get on with the bathroom, kitchen and the bedroom. But it is so nice to see this right now with the contrast, I guess you could say, from what it was before and what I've been staring at for so long, to just seeing, wow, looking fresh and clean. Not too glamorous and a little bit filthy, but it'll do me. Somewhere to sit down and relax from time to time is really nice. I can't believe I actually don't have anywhere to sit properly. Obviously that chair was up on the roof, but this time of year it's way too hot to be up there. That makes it look a little bit more homely, doesn't it? And where Chris is laying down there, he goes to bed a little bit early, but Will, like myself, is a bit of a night owl, and he comes out here and lays down on the sand, and I'm just hovering around here. Now I've got somewhere I can come and join him and have a crafty beer, which I'm going to do in a minute. And now I've got my new toy to play with. I got this from that restaurant I went to a couple of weeks ago or so, having the roast dinner. There's a charity shop there, open at the weekends. I like this sort of thing, show my age a little bit, but I want to make a tabletop version of something like this. Pretty clever, really. Now, I wasn't able to clean up too much, but enough to make it feel a bit more comfortable. The IBC tank, shuffling that down the garden, hiding it away for now. It's definitely opened it out a little bit. Now, in a few weeks' time, I would have done the floor in the bathroom, kitchen and the bedroom, so I can at that point get rid of the cement mixer and clean all this area, and that will obviously make a big difference. But for me, just sitting on that, staring down the garden in the evenings with Will, yeah, nice. Now, some of you may know James, my brother, and his wife Christina have a channel called The Kinter, and I think it may have been the last video where he's renovating. He had some calcada stones laid down. I'm showing you right down there because that's pretty much what it looked like before they were laid down, and the transformation is quite incredible. It really links everything together. I already mentioned on my third house I laid calcada stones down on the driveway, larger ones and then the smaller ones around the house, probably about 200 square meters, and I fitted those myself. Maybe not the best idea, but it did keep the cost down because they're about 45 euros a square meter now. It's gone up considerably. I don't know how much of that is labour and how much of that is the stones. And here, I reckon it's not going to be as big an area. Probably going to cost close to 5,000 euros if I did it that way. But I was thinking about this because I mentioned I try and use what I can from up in the hills. And I was just picking these up when I was walking the dogs. They were from around the dam, the Barragem, as the water level's going down. And of course, the hill here is covered in these. They're not always the exact same size, but it's all right, keep it a little bit random. And I figured I might as well see if I can go and collect those. It's going to take a little bit of time, obviously, a few days of going up and down with the trailer and the quad bike, but it's worth it if it saves me, what, 5 grand, something like that. Just need the stone dust then, and stone dust isn't that expensive. So if I can get a pile of those somewhere over time, and then I think using stuff from the land makes complete sense. And it's not going to look too dissimilar. Yeah, it'll be its own character, won't it? And that's what I'm planning on doing around here, which will be really good. In the meantime, I've got my lemon tree, which has been in that little pot for far too long. And I've got my tomatoes here, which are looking a little bit dry. I want to get those in the individual pots. That, I believe, is a banana tree, is it? Doesn't grow bananas, but I want to take it out of that pot and put it in the bigger one, and then the lemon tree can go into there. And as you saw at the beginning of the video, I've just been gathering the few plants that I do have at the minute and just putting them in pots and so on and tidying it up. Hopefully over a course of time I'll be able to get many more, and it will just really change and transform it here, because obviously plants make a huge difference, don't they? So that's what I'm going to be getting on with now. I've got the soil down there. I'll enjoy that, and hopefully soon we'll get some tomatoes. So I'll leave you on that note. Thanks for watching. Hope you can join me next week in the house, kitchen, bathroom. Looking forward to that. Take care. Bye.